Alright, here we go, guys. Welcome back to LiveStream on the Moonshine number 284. Tonight we got part 5 of this 99-cent visual novel on Steam called Stellar Version 1.0. This is a visual novel about a high school girl that is going through high school absolutely in love with a video game character named Eugene. Eugene Failure. Actually, Failure spelled a little bit differently, but I assume that's how you pronounce it because that's how it looks like it's pronounced. And Sadie is her name. And she is gazing with wonder, probably right now, there at you guys, probably daydreaming about Eugene right now. So, guys, in the last part, I know we went to a party with Eugene. This is a character that somehow came to life, or came to our planet from a video game. Yeah. So we went to the party and we had some big questionnaire that we had to do to remember the finer points of this visual novel, which somehow I was able to get through without killing Eugene. And every time I got a point, every time I got one right, the enemy female character took a point of damage. And every time I missed one, Eugene took a point of damage. And I know we was at, like, we only had one health point left, and we had to get the other guy like 4. They had 4 life points. Somehow I made it through, and we was able to win that little competition. And whatever her name was, we ended up fading into oblivion. And Eugene was still alive with his 1 hit point left, and he was all bloody and everything like that. And then it said end of chapter 3. So I'm only playing these visual or parts of this visual novel like once a week right now. So my memory isn't hella good. So I'm really hoping we don't have a whole lot of more of those questionnaires, trying to get us to remember every detail of this visual novel. Because of that, guys, I can't say that I think this visual novel is absolutely amazing. Because to be quite honest, some of the writing doesn't exactly make me want to grab every finer detail and be like, oh man, I need to remember the detail and put it in memory because this is so great. But it's good enough, and it's definitely well worth the price tag of 99 cents I paid. And it is having some pretty enjoyable moments. It's making me laugh at times, and I think Addie is enjoying it as well. So Addie's here with me as well. What do you think, Addie?
I agree.
Yep.
The questionnaires really suck for me too, because
Mhm.
I forget. My short-term memory is not the best, so. But
All
it's really
right,
good. I mean, it is. It keeps going. It's going.
it's
like
going. Let's go ahead and continue with part 5 now, guys. I think it's going to be the start of chapter 4, and we were at the party last time. We'll see where we're at the beginning of chapter 4. All right, let's load it up. Chapter 4, Nightmare. Okay. Let's do it. 10 p.m. Tuesday night, so it must be the next week. Remember, Eugene, the video game character brought into real life, is staying in Sadie's room, and her parents do not know about it. So I have a feeling that's going to come into play at some point here in this visual novel. Let me go ahead and. Okay. Sadie says, Eugene, you have to sleep at least one of these nights. I said this as I pulled the blankets on my bed up to my chin. He's all dressed up in his jammies. Don't worry about me, okay? I've got to keep watch in case something happens. You know that. His pink eyes. Eugene had his sword in hand and was standing by the window, dressed in the pajamas I had stolen from my dad's closet. Ah. The moonlight peeking in through the side of the blinds illuminated his focused face slightly in the dark, making his eyes glow as well. And Sadie says, you're not a robot, you know. You need rest like everyone else, Eugene. And there was a silence for a moment in my bedroom. We practically had the same exact conversation for the last week. Eugene had refused to sleep, and he was definitely paranoid. Ever since Adrian's party, he had been extremely high alert. He was afraid. More afraid than I was. It didn't help that as soon as we came back to school last Monday, literally everyone was talking about the prank that some kids pulled at Adrian's house, specifically in the office. Adrian had been hunting like a madman for the person who did the prank and got him in huge trouble with his parents, but it was a lost cause so far. It was a lost cause because there was no prank or joke in the first place. Sadie says, I understand that you're worried, believe me. I am as well, but you need to sleep. You're gonna exhaust yourself, and then you won't be able to fight as well when the time comes. Eugene said nothing. I sat up in my bed, I leaned over, grabbed his hand, and pulled him towards me. Uh-oh. Sadie, please, do it for me. At least. Yeah, it almost sounds like she's trying to convince him. Is she really caring that he's not sleeping, or does she secretly want to sleep with her video game romance, her love, the character that she's been in love with for years? She wants him to come crawl in bed with her. What do you think about that, Addie?
I mean, a little bit of both. She probably cares, but also wants to cuddle.
Yeah, probably so.
Every girl wants to cuddle.
Every girl wants to cuddle, right? Absolutely. Eugene stared at me, his focused expression melting into sadness, and then into exhaustion. Soon, he had flopped down onto the bed right next to me. Ah, is he going to bed? Going to sleep? He didn't let go of my hand. Ah, you're right. His voice was muffled by the comforter. Like always. I giggled. I've just been a mess lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. Eugene rolled onto his back and stared at the ceiling. Oh, you're strong. I'm proud of you, Eugene. I lay down on my back as well. Well, you're strong too. You've been through a lot lately. It's easier to deal with when I'm by your side. If I was alone, I definitely would have crumbled by now. Oh, give yourself more credit, Sadie. You've saved my life at Adrian's. That's so badass. Eugene now turned onto his side to look at me. My heart skipped a beat. You think so? I faced him, my smile growing. You're seeing what she sees. No. Absolutely. You're so pretty, achievement. I giggled. By the way, yeah? She's hoping upon hopes right now that he's like, I want to kiss you. Eugene says, you're really pretty when you laugh. I almost abruptly sat up in utter shock at his words. Did this man just say that I was pretty? Wow. Are you being serious? He laughs. Yes, I'm serious. Eugene laughed. His cheeks immediately turned as red as a tomato. Every time you laugh, Sadie, my heart just feels so warm. Aw, I've never felt like that before. Oh, wow. Well, I feel the same way about you. Yeah, I mean, she felt the same way about him before he even came into her life, right?
Well, yeah.
She says, every time you are genuinely happy, it just infects me with your happiness. Eugene beamed as he took a lock of my hair and tucked it behind my ear. Aw, so romantic, right? He then softly traced my jawline with his finger, and then started counting my freckles, looking at me in a way that made me want to faint right then and there. Eugene says, I'm so happy right now, Sadie. Do you feel it too? Suddenly, I felt an indescribable sinking feeling right in my gut. Oh, wow. What kind of attraction does he want me to be feeling right now? Something that was supposed to be a sweet romantic moment between the two of us started to turn sour as Eugene read the horrified look on my face and began to make itself known. Uh-oh. Oh my God! I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Eugene apologized as he sat back up and turned away from me. Oh, oh no, he thinks I'm just rejecting him right now. No, no, it's okay. I'm so sorry. I trailed off as I felt like I hit a roadblock inside my head that I just couldn't get past. How am I supposed to tell him that I'm asexual? My last relationship was the worst thing that I've ever experienced. When I told my last partner that I was asexual, it resulted in a shouting match. Oh boy. He said things like, no one feels like that, and that there was something wrong with me. Oh God. He shamed me so horribly that now I was struggling to even accept this part of myself outwardly. All I could picture was Eugene yelling at me, just like my last partner did. I fell silent, tears welling up in my eyes. Aww. I wanted to be with Eugene. I wanted to be honest with him. I was just so, I was so scared. After a moment, Eugene worked up the courage to turn towards me again. Sadie, I just want to apologize for what I did just now. I should have. Mid-sentence, Eugene saw the tears in my eyes, and he paused. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. No, no, this isn't your fault. I cried this out for a second. Eugene sat there, shocked, worried, and totally confused. I there's something I need to tell you, but I'm really scared that it'll impact our relationship. Eugene's expression softened a little as he scooted back towards me and placed his left hand on my shoulder. Sadie, it's okay. You don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to, but I'll always be accepting of you. That's like a really sweet thing to say right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right? His words made the strife inside me fade just a little bit. I nodded. I really do like you, Eugene. Eugene's eyes widened. You do? A blush crept into my cheeks as I couldn't help but smile at his adorable reaction. Even if I'm from another reality, you'll still accept me? Something about those sentences just made more of my worries disappear. Well, will you accept me even if I want a different form of a relationship? Different from the norm? Damn, I was really saying anything but the word asexual. Suddenly, Eugene started to laugh a little, sorry. Uh, what? What's so funny? Nervousness twisted down inside my stomach. Well, first of all, Sadie, I don't even really know what the norm is in this reality. So please, don't worry about that. Second of all, being normal is boring. I mean, have you seen me and my existence? I am anything but normal. Eugene laughed as he motioned towards himself. My nervousness faded as quickly as it had entered my body. Okay, well, Eugene, Eugene stopped joking around and took both of my hands in his, and he looked at me attentively. You got this, Sadie. I promise everything will be okay. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Eugene, I'm asexual. That's just how it is. I said this as I shut my eyes, too scared to even see his reaction. There was a quietness in the air that made me begin to sweat, but Eugene wouldn't let go of my hands. He hadn't pulled away either. In fact, he was holding on more tightly than ever. Hope began to bloom inside of me about this time. Things will be different. Sadie, open your eyes. Eugene said this as I felt him let go of my right hand and cupped my cheek with his hand instead. Aw. All I did was shake my head no. Come on, please. I could tell that he was smiling based on his voice. That gave me the courage that I needed. Carefully, I opened my eyes. When I opened my eyes, I came face to face with a beaming Eugene who looked prouder and happier than ever. You know what's funny, Sadie Finley? What? A smile started to seep into my expression. I'm asexual too. My heart nearly jumped out of my chest at his words. You're kidding! No sick pranks here. That face. When I closed, when I opened. Out of nowhere, I just exploded in a giggly, laughing fit. No way! Why the hell didn't you tell me? I literally have a whole ace flag on display right there. I furiously pointed at the ace flag on my wall. Oh, we don't have flags in Stellar. Eugene died of laughter. Oh my god! I yelled this with such a huge smile on my face as I crashed onto Eugene and gave him a giant hug. We stayed in each other's arms for a while on my bed as we laughed together, and I swear I haven't felt happier in my entire life. What are the odds that two asexuals from two different realities found each other here? Eugene says, I think that means that we're meant for each other, wouldn't you say? I giggled in response. Yeah, Eugene, I think we are. Aw. So the thing I gotta ask here is, all this time and with all this laughing and banter and stuff like that in his bedroom every night, his parents or her parents never come in or knock on the door or hear anything. That's kind of hard to believe.
Right?
I know that parents kind of get suspicious as well. Like even if they don't hear anything, they don't know anything, they don't see any windows opening or hear the windows sliding open when you're sneaking in and out and all this stuff like that. I know from experience, being a parent and both being a teenager, that parents have this uncanny knack of just knowing when something's wrong or knowing when they need to go check. Kind of way a mother can have a 4-year-old toddler back in the bedroom taking a nap or whatever, and if the toddler somehow gets up and is wandering around the room or wandering in the bathroom or whatever, somehow parents or a mother by instinct just seems to know, hey, to go check on it. You know, it seems like it's something that parents have by nature instinct or something like that. I don't know.
Right?
Anyway, yeah, it's Wednesday at 2 a.m. now. All right, so the middle of the night, after our heart-to-heart, we had fallen asleep in each other's arms. And at 2 a.m., I noticed when Eugene got out of bed. I didn't let him know that he had accidentally wakened me up, so I just secretly watched him as he sat down in the corner of my room near my desk. He summoned the last hope of infinite, the infinite trials, and laid it next to him, and then propped his head up against the wall and closed his eyes. My heart, uh, my heart sank just looking at him. That's kind of sad. Now that he had taken care of my worries, it was my turn to take care of his worries. I need to keep my eye on Eugene. All right, Wednesday, 11:39 a.m. They should be in school, right? Okay, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett says, okay, I found Sunshine Games' website. Let's hope that we'll discover something. Scarlett had her laptop open on a table in the school library that had Sunshine Games' website pulled up on it. All four of us decided that it would probably be a good idea to explore the ins and outs of the Sunshine Games together, just in case one of us caught something that the rest of us didn't. My heart was pounding as we began to explore the website, having a feeling that we'd find some of the answers that we were searching for, or at least a new goal to achieve. Like me. Welcome to Sunshine Games website. Explore our website to learn more about us. Alright, okay, looks like I'm done exploring. Sunshine Games, we strive for creativity and innovation. We are a female and LGBTQIA owned company. We are looking to spread diversity and awareness within the gaming industry. Tetsuhiro, you exquisite character. Kind of looks a little bit like Eugene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Francesca Frankie Salbury looks a whole lot like whatever her name is. Grace, is that her name?
Yeah,
Born in Seattle, Washington, which is where Sunshine Games headquarters resides today. Frankie was obsessed with YouTube when she was a teenager and always wanted to make a game for her favorite YouTubers to play. She went to Dawn University in Portland, Oregon to study game design and computer programming, and that's where she met Koro, her now girlfriend. Her now girlfriend. Okay. Cora Zalkin. She's a CEO. Kara has been missing for 2 years. If you have any information or whereabouts, please contact your local police department. Find Cora Zalkin. Wow. Our games, Stellar, conceptualized in 2016 and released in 2021. Stellar is an open world RPG of our most popular game to date. Jump into a magical sci-fi world and attempt to right the wrongs of the evil solstice, who are set on conquering the universe. Join Stellar Academy and collect your favorite characters. All right, I think that's it. Wow, Spencer is on the cover of this site. I have a feeling looking through this is going to be a strange experience for me. Says Eugene's opinion. And then Grace's opinion. Yep. Female owned LGBTQIA owned, huh? That's super cool. Scarlett's opinion. The word innovation is standing out to me in this paragraph. I wonder what kind of innovation they're really talking about. And Sadie's opinion is I really hope Sunshine Games doesn't have malicious intentions. That would be disappointing and extremely scary.
Very true.
Grace says, so, what do you guys get from that? I didn't get much of anything, to be honest. I noticed some key details, actually. One of those details includes Cora Zalkin's disappearance. I think it could be connected with what's happening here. Her disappearance lines up nearly perfectly to the release of the game Stellar. Okay. And Sadie says, but Eugene only showed up here recently, not 2 years ago. Plus, we would have probably heard about Solstice soldiers causing a ruckus already if they had shown up on Earth that long ago. They can cover up their tracks, but not well. They're too noticeable. That's what Sadie says to her, and Scarlett says, oh, true. But I'd assume there's a device or maybe a glitch that caused all of this to happen. There has to be a root cause, and that's the bottom line, if anything, Scarlett says. And Eugene says, what if I just go to Seattle and question Francesca Salbury myself? My existence would say everything. She'd have no choice but to start talking about what the hell happened. Scarlett
That would
says,
be awkward.
yeah. With all due respect, Eugene, how would you even begin to track down Francesca Salbury? She's the CEO of a huge gaming company, and because of that, she's not going to be easy to find. Plus, with the influx of emails from our school, she's going to be on high alert as well. Well, I did see that the headquarters of Sunshine Games is in Seattle. Maybe they accept visitors for tours or something. We could go snoop around and try to find her. Eugene says, I don't know if it's a good idea if we all go together. We don't really know Sunshine Games' motives, but what if it's dangerous? Arnold says, even if it's dangerous, it will be less dangerous if we work together. And Sadie says, I completely agree with that, Scarlett. Eugene, you're not going to go do this alone. It's not safe. Eugene almost says something, but doesn't. Eugene was showing some strong signs already of wanting to part ways with our group in an effort to keep us safe. I understood his point of view, but I also knew that it would be so much more helpful if Scarlett, Grace, and I accompanied him on the journey to figure out the truth of Cora's disappearance and of Eugene's existence alike. I took his hand as we exited the library in an effort to calm his nerves and let him know that we were going to be by his side no matter what. Alright. Sadie says, I think we should meet up after school at my car, guys. I brought some cupcakes that Eugene and I bought this morning that I want to share with you all. Eugene says, she's been keeping them from me all day today. I wanted to eat one for breakfast.
Mhm.
Eugene pouted in a joking manner as he said that. I smiled, noticing that his nerves were already easing up. Scarlett says, what kind of cupcakes are they? Red velvet with cream cheese frosting, that's why they're so irresistible.
Those are
I
good.
winked. Yeah, sound good. Oh my god, that's my all-time favorite flavor of cupcakes. Grace threw her arms in the air excitedly, and as she did so, she bumped a boy next to her slightly with her arm. Uh-oh, Grace. Who is this? It was no big deal, but clearly this boy took it very personally because he turned to her and said, watch where you're going, freak. All four of us looked at him like he was crazy at that moment. I go to a public school, I know. Mean kids are inevitable, but I had never seen a reaction so extreme from something so little. Excuse me? Grace's right eye began to twitch just a little. Uh-oh. You heard me, you bitch! Oh, wow. But I had to stop my mouth from dropping open in disbelief at that very moment. Yeah, look at their reactions. They're all sweating, it looks like. The sheer audacity from this random boy was just staggering. Scarlett says, come on, Grace, let's just go. Scarlett pulled on Grace's sleeve, but she didn't move an inch. Why don't you say that one more time? Say it to my face. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Grace took a challenging step towards the boy. Oh, so you want to fight me now? Cute. Grace, stop. Let's just leave before this gets messy. Scarlett yanked on Grace's sleeve more aggressively this time. A small crowd started to gather around us. Grace versus the boy. Yeah, come on, this guy isn't worth it, guys. It was definitely the right idea to try and de-escalate the situation, but Grace's eyes were blazing with hatred, and the boy was grinning from ear to ear, which only taunted her. A dreaded feeling in my stomach began to emerge. You asked for it, asshole. I did ask for it, but now you've asked for it too. Suddenly, the most unexpected, petrifying thing happened. Uh-oh, we're gonna have an... Uh-oh. Whoa, he pulled out a gun! Oh my god, look at her face. The boy pulled out a gun from his pocket, and as he did so, all the lights in the vicinity just went out. Oh shit. I like the art there. This guy with brown hair, reddish brown eyes, and a bit of an acne on his forehead and cheeks, a varsity jacket paired with black pants, and who stood at around 5'7" was a freaking solstice soldier. Oh shit. He looked so much like a regular teenager from this world. Literally just crazy. I would have never known. Damn! Hang on guys, I gotta sneeze. Alright, I did mute that, thank God. No wonder most solstice soldiers in the game have masks on. If this guy challenged me to a fight in the open world RPG, I'd probably just laugh in his face. Shit, look at his eyes light up. The soldier pointed his gun right at Grace's forehead, and before he could fire it, Eugene drew his sword and sliced the soldier's hand to stop him from pulling the trigger. Shit, you go, Eugene.
Right?
Eugene has entered the battle. We're gonna have another questionnaire, aren't we?
Probably.
Eugene says, everyone stand back! Oh no, what a surprise! You're the Adoni dude from Stellar Academy that all of my comrades have been talking about. I thought I'd lure you out by striking someone first, but you were right in front of me the whole time. Incredible. He says, at least now you know where to aim. You know, trying to get him to aim at her rather than, or him rather than aiming at Grace. Okay. So again, Soldier has 5 health at first, but then will heal himself for 10 health, which adds up to 15 health in total. This will surely be the most difficult battle yet. During this battle, you'll have recurring questions from past battles, along with some new questions. Don't worry, player, if you need assistance during the battle, Sadie Finley will be able to help you. If Eugene gets down to 1 health, you'll have the option to let Sadie take 4 hits for you. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. Sure. Let's go. Eugene Failure 5. And Solstice Soldier 5. Are you ready, player? Well, as ready as I'll ever be. Let's finish this! First question. What is the name of the missing CEO from Sunshine Games? That is Cora. That is Cora. Yeah, he's down to 4 points. Correct! Has lost a health point. Cora's disappearance, could it be connected to Eugene and Solstice's sudden appearance on Earth? Probably. Alright, here comes the second question. Where is Sunshine Games headquartered located? That is Seattle, Washington, right? Not Portland, right? Seattle, I think.
Yeah, see it.
Correct, has lost a point. Seattle is a beautiful city and is home to Sunshine Games headquarters. Oh yeah. Alright, third question. What is the name of the planet? What is the name of the planet that Maeve is from? I believe she was from Malian. Part of me wants to say Elix, but I think it was Malian. What do you think, Andy?
I was thinking that it was Elix too, but it might be Malian.
It's either Malian or Elix, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Malian, but I could be wrong. I was wrong. Eugene has lost a health point. Yep, it was Elix. Maeve works for the Solstice, which is the Malian army segment, but she herself isn't from Malian. Damn it. And he didn't tell us where she's from either. This fourth question is a true or false question. Elix is currently in a contract with Malian and knows full well that they are being taken advantage of. I don't think they know full well that they're being taken advantage of. I think that's false. I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, that's false.
Yep, I got him. So he's taking another health point. It is indeed unfortunate, but it is the truth. Fifth question, let's go. What is the name of Charlie's axe? I'm thinking it's Tiara. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay. You're right. Correct, has lost a health point. Incredible job, player. Keep going. You've almost won. Ready for the sixth question? Hell yeah, let's go. Who is the newest exquisite character from the open world RPG Stellar? I think it's
Spencer
I think it's Spencer, yeah. Yep, it is. The soldier winced, grasping his wounds as he fired a few more shots at Eugene. He missed them all. I smiled slightly, thinking the battle was over. Unfortunately, I was very wrong. The soldier pulled a potion out of his pocket, one that was extremely similar to the healing one that Maeve and Charlie had at Adrian's party. He downed the whole thing in one gulp, and shortly his wounds had ceased to exist. Yeah, now he has 10. Ah, good luck defeating me now. Shit, here we go again. This segment of the battle includes questions from the journal. I hope you've been studying up on the journal entries power. I know we read it last week, but hell, I've forgotten 90% of it, I'm sure. Alright, first question. You got this, player. Which university did Francesca Salbury attend? Meadow University, Sunshine University, or New Dawn? I think it's New Dawn, right? The Sunshine is the name of the game company. Either Meadows or New Dawn. I think it's New Dawn. I'm gonna go with it.
New Dawn, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yep, correct. Great job, player. The second question is a true or false question. Scarlet likes astrology. Fuck, I don't know. I think she does.
Yeah, she does.
Yep, we're right.
I had to think. I was just like,
Scarlet absolutely adores astrology. Third question. How tall is Kylie? I have no idea. How tall is Kylie?
5'11", I thought.
5'11"? Okay, let's go with it. Great. Nope. Kylie is a couple inches taller than that. Okay, so she must be 6'3". Fourth question, are you ready?
No.
What is the username of Sadie's Instagram page? I think it's Eugene is the LOL, I think. We're so stellar. I don't know, I think it's the last one, I don't know why.
Yeah, or it was the lover. Yeah. Yeah, because she went with lover.
You have a great memory, player. Fifth question. How long was Eugene trapped inside Meadows High School before seeing Sadie for the first time? I think it was 2 weeks, right? It wasn't 2 months. It wasn't 5 days. It was either 2 weeks or 2 months. I can't remember. And something tells me it was 2 months now.
Yeah.
2 weeks or 2 months. I know one of them.
Let's say, how long was Eugene trapped inside the Meadows?
I think it's 2 months.
2 months. 2 weeks. No, it was 2 weeks.
You sure? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you. Yeah, I would have got that wrong. Yep. You're doing great, player. Another true or false question. We still got a lot of points to take from this guy, though. Maeve loves sour foods.
False.
I'm gonna say false. Yeah, my gut says false. Yep. All right. I can see that you read Maeve's journal entry, player. Yeah, just guess. To be honest. The seventh question. Let's go. What planet is Eugene from? Eugene is from Adoni, right? I think so. I'm gonna go with that. Yep. Correct. Incredible. Eugene, or eighth question time. Eugene question time. What is the name of the bear on Sadie's dresser? Felix, Minho, or Han?
It was Han.
I think it was Han? Okay.
Or Felix.
You're right.
Yeah, okay.
A dwarf pink bear is indeed named Han, or Han. Yeah. Ninth question time. We're doing great. We're down to 3-3, guys. What is the name of the officer that interrogated Jaden Pierce? I don't think it's Officer Finley. That's our last name. Officer Yarrow? I think it's going to be Remington. It could be Yarrow. I'm going to go with Remington. Yep. I got lucky on that one. Correct! Nice memory, player. You've been paying attention. 10th question time. Let's do this. How old is Charlie? I don't know. Any idea?
Charlie 20.
I'm gonna say, I would say 18, but you saying 20? Okay, I don't know. Let's go with your guess. Eugene has lost a health point. Uh-oh. Charlie is a little younger than that. 2-2, guys. We made this interesting. 11th question, and it's a true or false question again. Oh boy. The hardest ones. Grace loves all types of coffee. I don't know. Any ideas?
True.
Is it true?
True.
Nope. You're wrong. We're down to 1 health point. Okay, remember Sadie can take some health points for us? Sadie sees that Eugene is struggling and would like to help. Keep in mind that Sadie can only help you until her health runs out. Let Sadie help you? Yes. Thank you, Sadie. Eugene, let Sadie step up in front of him to help. Good luck, player. 11th question. Woohoo. When is Sadie's birthday? Fuck, I don't know. I have no idea.
November 10th.
But that was my hunch too. November. Let's hope we're right. We're right. Thank God. Correct. Has lost a health point. Finally got that last point. Wow, you're so impressive. Keep it up. Okay, so no, that wasn't his last one. So he's down to 1 health point left again. Now, we got him down here to 0 once, but he drank a potion and jumped back up to 10. Alright. Another true or false question. Maeve and Charlie have the same BMTATI type. No idea, but I'm going to say true. Because that's what gets at. And we're right. Finally, after what seemed like forever, the soldier finally relented and Eugene won the battle. However, there was something about it all that made it all seem bittersweet. Fuck! Just kill me already! Blood was seeping out from behind the soldier's fingers. Eugene looked disturbed. He had slashed the soldier across his eyes. I had never seen Eugene look so horrified by what he had done. Usually he was confident about the battles he participated in, and sure about the decisions that he made during them. I could see it in his face and in his posture. The way he held this weapon. Now he carried himself, and how he carried himself. This time, however, the confidence that used to be there had completely vanished. Grace and Scarlet were both covering their eyes. They had been doing that since Eugene's blade met the soldier's irises. Sadie says, Eugene, fucking hell! I'll do it myself if you won't. The soldier's voice was pulsing with hatred and distress. He started to reach for his gun, bloody eyes closed, his hands searching the floor for the weapon aimlessly. Fine, I'll do it. Eugene gripped his sword more tightly to attempt to ready himself for something he didn't even want to do. The soldier didn't even say anything back at Eugene that time. He just stayed silent, waiting for his fate. I thought I was hallucinating when I picked up the vibes of relief from him. And Eugene squeezed his eyes shut, whispered a prayer, and slashed the soldier right across the chest. Pixels were flooding my vision as the soldier disappeared, and I felt the ting of grief in that moment despite everything. Eugene did too. Interesting. His eyes stayed shut even as the soldier faded into unrecognizable pixels. Once he had faded away, we were all met with an incredibly loud silence. No one uttered a word. Hey! Who is it? I nearly jumped at the sound of someone's loud, gruff voice shouting at the top of his lungs from down the hallway, interrupting the deathly quiet haunting us all. Eugene immediately opened his eyes and turned around, hid the last hope of infinite trials on instinct, and stared down the hallway in fear. I also turned around, terror shooting through my body, along with Scarlet, Grace, and the other students thrown about the hallway. Grace says, Shit, guys, it's the police! Uh-oh. Hands in the air! The police officer at the front of the pack of policemen shouted as he pointed his own gun down the hallway right at us. Uh-oh. Oh no! We need to run! I began to prepare myself to grab Scarlet, Grace, and Eugene and sprint down the hallway. If Eugene got caught by the police, not only his life would be in danger, but the entire world would be as well. Eugene is the only person capable of defeating Solstice soldiers, so there was no telling what would happen if the authorities got their hands on him. I don't want him to be in danger. Wow. Suddenly, Eugene placed his hands on my shoulders, and just silently shook his head, not even looking me in the eyes. Yes, he always looking away. Eugene, what are you doing? I asked him this even though deep down I already knew what he was doing. He was going to leave. I'm sorry, Sadie. There were tears in his eyes, and his voice broke in the middle of his words. Ah! No, we're this together. You can't go. What will I do without you? I said this as I realized that I was crying now. My brain flooded suddenly with all that this means. The uncertainty of the future ahead now felt like a knife right in the heart instead of an exciting adventure. It's not safe. I'm putting you and your friends in grave danger here, Sadie. He still wasn't looking at my face at all, tearing up in his eyes and looking away. He couldn't bring himself to. He'll be okay, Sadie. I couldn't bring myself to say anything, just like the soldier of a few moments ago. I just stared at his face wordlessly, a feeling of numbness cascading over me. Aw, everything will be okay. I'm going to Seattle to fix all this, and once I do, I'll come back, I promise. Promise, swear by it. Please. Eugene finally looked at me right in the eyes, and as he did, he reached towards his right ear and removed his Adoni earring. He
Good thing
placed
you
it.
needed to.
Huh? You think you needed to?
It's a good thing you needed to.
Yeah.
Boys don't wear earrings anymore.
Yeah, exactly right. He placed it in my palms, clasping his hands around mine. You've got my word. What the hell are you doing, kid? Didn't you hear me? Hands in the air! Oh boy. Eugene looked at the police, determination in his eyes, summoned his sword, and sprinted down the hallway behind us, right towards the double doors. The officers freaked out and chased him outside, and I just watched them pursue him with the heaviest heart I've ever had in my entire life. 3:45 p.m. Wow, what a day. I lied to the police, and then I fell silent. I walked to my car in silence. I drove home in silence. I opened the door to my empty house in silence. I was silent. As I placed my backpack down by the front door and slid off my shoes, a feeling of intense dread washed over me that felt like a 30-pound weight on my chest. Eugene was now gone. I did see this coming, I guess. I saw him distancing himself. I saw him become paranoid. So why am I so shook up? Or why am I so shook to my core right now? I walked to my room slowly, and once I closed the door behind me, I just broke. As I slid down the side of my door, my weight crashing against the floor, I cried about not only the absence of Eugene, the boy I love, but also that all I had witnessed in the past couple of weeks. I had witnessed death, unnatural life, acceptance, and love all in such a short amount of time, and I don't think I had gotten a chance to process it all till right now. I was alone now, and there was nothing I could do about that. How could I just move on from all this? I tried to stop crying. I tried to pull myself together, but I was overflowing every ounce of the sadness and stress pouring out of me. I couldn't even think straight. All I could think was why? Why did any of this happen? When my parents got home later that night, I was still in the same spot on my floor. I wasn't crying anymore, but I felt somewhat numb again. Dry tears streaked my face, but I was too lazy and tired to wipe them off. All I wanted was to go to bed. Finally, I decided to harness all my remaining energy to stand up and to get my pajamas. I took a deep breath and hobbled over to the dresser, but as I did so, something caught my eye in my peripheral vision. I finally wiped my tears and nose with my sleeve. Can imagine that. And I redirected myself towards it, eyes locked on a piece of paper that wasn't on my
You
desk
wrote her a
before.
note.
You wrote her a note, you think? Yeah, sounds like it. It was a letter that had my name on it in Eugene's handwriting. Sadie, click me. Uh-oh. Dear Sadie Finley, I'm sorry that I had to leave your side in such a rush today. That was not at all what I wanted. I wanted to leave with a mutual understanding between us. I wanted to leave in a more gentle manner. But unfortunately, fate did not have that in the cards for us. I want you to know that you have changed my life forever, Sadie. You have quite literally shaken my world. You have shown me so many things that I never would have gotten to experience if it weren't for you. You're brave, strong, and beautiful on the inside and the out, and I feel so lucky that I got to meet you and to fall for you. I'm so sorry if I made you upset. I know you wanted to help, but these circumstances became much more deadly than I anticipated. Okay. It has put you, Scarlet, and Grace in danger, and I just can't risk your lives any longer. I have experience with this kind of stuff. I'll be okay. Try not to worry about me, okay? A heart. I promise I'll come back when this is all over. I promise you. Love, Eugene. P.S. Sorry about your sweatshirt. I'll clean it and give it back to you, I promise. P.P.S. So many promises. I promise I won't break a single one. A smiley face and two hearts. Well, that's a sweet letter. What do you think, Annie?
One's a very sweet letter.
Very sweet letter. Reading the letter made me feel more emotional, but it also made me feel a little bit better at the same time. Eugene was right. He had experience. He knew what he was doing right now. I still couldn't help but to worry, because I not only cared about him, but I also had the weight of this world on his shoulders. And he was doing it all right now, and he was doing it alone. Like he said earlier in the library, we still have no idea what Sunshine Games' motives are. And on top of that, if he died, what would I do without him? The uncertainty was yet again killing me. I wanted to write back to him and tell him everything that I wanted to tell him, just in case I never see him again. I wanted to tell him that he had also changed my life forever. I wanted to tell him that I liked him for him, and it wasn't just because of the fact he was so stunning in every way that a person could be stunning, or the fact that he is my favorite video game character of all time. I loved how he admired all of Earth's flora and fauna, how his eyes lit up when he watched all my favorite cartoon action movies, and how he just seemed to carry himself with such confidence despite being in an entirely different world. The way he touched everything, the way he touched himself. I'm just kidding.
You're so
uh,
bad.
the books on my shelf, the paper on his desk, the daisies strewn about in the grass outside of her school had so much more care and wonder in it. Eugene, the person, is who I fell in love with. I wonder exactly how he remembered me back then when he saw me for the first time all those weeks ago. Not all those years ago, but all those weeks ago. All those days ago. That's so funny.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like that's so long. Was it just a strong feeling of familiarity from the video game? Maybe. Did he remember all the time we spent together from when I played him in Stellar? Was I like a ghost, a familiar presence that was always haunting him?
Ooh, that could be.
Yeah. Was I an energy that he felt that he couldn't quite place his finger on? I'm not even sure if Eugene himself knows the answer to that question. As I got ready for bed that night, I started up the routine I had done before Eugene was staying over at my house every night. I snuggled up under my covers on the bed. I took a deep breath, I closed my eyes, and I began to daydream in hopes that it would cause me to slip into my actual dreams. Oh, I like how she's dreaming. Before Eugene was as real as anything else in my life, I would daydream about me being in the stellar universe, fighting against the solstice with my own prime Iridian infused weapon alongside Eugene and alongside Walter. I abruptly stopped doing this once Eugene came into my real life, probably because my daydreams were becoming scarily real right in front of me. This time, as I began to daydream, I tried to think about anything else but Eugene and Stellar. I tried to keep Maya, Kylie, and the soldier out of my thoughts. I tried not to think about Milo. However, all my senses were reminding me of Eugene, the lingering smell of him on the bedsheets, the absence of his warmth that was usually to my left, and the unavoidable sinking feeling in my stomach. I took some more deep breaths, trying to tame the swirling thoughts inside my head. I carefully shut my eyes once more and attempted to daydream again. My thoughts did start to drift towards Cellar, but this time I begrudgingly let them do so. I imagined Eugene getting the answers he needed. I imagined Eugene having a civil conversation with Francesca Salbury, and I imagined Eugene defeating Milo. Maybe he'd be all right on his own. Maybe I'm okay right where I am, under the covers of my comfy bed, just daydreaming about the mission Eugene is on, instead of experiencing it for myself. That's cool. As soon as I closed my eyes, it kind of felt like I opened them again immediately after. Except I wasn't in my room anymore. A part of me started to panic. Where am I? What is going on? Is this a dream? I began to cautiously explore the room I was in. I was in a dimly lit room with gray walls, nearly empty shelves, and one table with a singular light bulb hanging over it. All right, guys, with that right there, that looks like it's a pretty dramatic and good spot to stop. I want to keep these visual novels readings about an hour in length. So we're going to go ahead and stop right there before we start getting into the middle of wherever she's at now or into the dream she's doing right now or whatever it might be. Addie, you've been listening to this. Where do you think she is right now? Is she in a dream? Is she on another planet? What?
I think she's on another planet.
Think so?
Yep.
Okay, well, she's in one of the planets that he's from, maybe, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll find out next time, guys, in part 6 of this visual novel. Definitely a great deal at only 99 cents, guys. So if you guys would like to play this yourself, in the time where you're waiting for me to read part 6, definitely check it out on Steam. It's available right now, and it's only $1. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll continue this here soon, probably a week from now or so, in part 6. Thanks so much for watching my live stream under the Moonshine with Addie here. Thanks so much for being here, Addie, and we will see you guys all right back here real soon. This is Zach, 99. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you soon.